Every night I hope and pray a dream lover will come my way, a girl to hold in my arms and know the magic of her charms. And because I want a girl to call my own, I want a dream woman, dream lover actually, so I don't have to dream alone. I really need to come and mow this. It's getting a little high around my hives. Oh, now that it's cool, there's hardly any bees busy at ventilation around here. I should mow though. All right, let's get this show on the road. Most people don't use a blowtorch, but matches tend to go out, so I use a blowtorch. I use a blowtorch to light my smoker. Sometimes I even put green grass in here. It works, but it's kind of steamy. Steam is not exactly what makes bees believe fire is coming, so it's not the best thing. You don't want this to run out, so I always puff quite a bit of smoke so the fire's going good. I left my tool at the back. So I will start my inspection with the smaller of my two hives. I'll try to find a spot for my camera. So who's watching right now? Who do I have on here? And where are you from? Don't be shy, say hi. Put on my equipment. And I know I don't really need it, but I have it, so just as well to wear it. These things are fun, but the worst thing to do when you're around them is to be afraid of getting stung. Fear makes bees afraid of you. I hope that makes sense. I would say it should, but you never know. Right. This is going to be my stand. So that my viewers can see what I'm doing. Yes, I did not get a stand for these videos just yet. It's not what I'm about. I like to make good videos, but since I only do it for fun, well. Okay, so I've smoked them, and now I'm gonna have a look inside. A little more smoke. Only a few bees. That's normal. So I should see a whole lot of eggs out here in this section. The bees should have cleaned it up. The queen should have laid a lot. So let's see if that's what's been happening or not. Delicately open this up. Blow a little more smoke in there. And keep opening it up. Queen is not present. Good to know. All right. Now, to separate this and have a look inside. So hello out there. Hola, amigo. Mi español es muy poco. Muy. So I can't quite say much of anything. This is my beehive. Now, going back to what I'm doing. I'm going to take this and put it to the side and have a look deep inside. See if I can find swarm cells, and I will also get a sense of how heavy this is to know if the bees already need more room or not. There's a pretty nice weight already in here. They've been doing something good. Now I'll be removing the time of our thingies. The bees are slowly chewing them off, but I think it's not worth keeping. I'll just put these in the trash later. Now, to have a look and see what's been going on. Sorry if you can't see that much, but it's you can ask me questions if you want. I'll answer as best I can. So what I'm doing, what I mainly want to know is, do my bees, are they about to swarm? Are they going to try? I otherwise want to disturb them the least I can. Lots of empty cells. Some new larvae, that's good. No eggs until now. I'm not seeing the queen, but see, this is the inside of my hive. There's very little honey in here. So Yeah, no eggs. No eggs in this one. Now I'll just have a look at the next one, right next to it. See if it's any different. I need someone to be filming me so you could all see, because I know this must be boring. But, what the hell. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Here there is eggs. Seems there's a batch of bees that just hatched recently, and so the queen is laying elsewhere, but she'll be back. Oh yeah, she's got to be laying like crazy right now. Does not seem to be in this section, and my goal is not to bother her too much, because that's never a good thing. Queens need their privacy. But I also need to know if her colony is about to swarm. No eggs in here. Not much honey. I see. I would say my bees do not need more room. They've got plenty. Definitely they don't need more room. At least this hive does not. I don't know for my second hive, but this one sure as hell does. Now, this is not enough. I need to see a little bit more. I'll show you guys a little bit what it looks like. That should be a little more interesting. Now look how they move when I blow a little smoke their way. It's just to make my inspection easier. Hello, Sarah. Where are you from? You're in my little apiary out in Quebec right now. And like I said, I got to look a little more just to make sure there's no swarm cells. And then I'll just close it up, because from what I see, the queen does not need more room. There's no honey flow right now. Males. Little swarm cell here, but it's empty. Seems for now my bees are not about to swarm. Like I said, I'm just going to have a look at least into one other frame, and then put it back in. Just close it up. Ah, honey here. That's a tad strange. They're storing honey right in the middle of the hive. They usually don't do that. Still not seeing the queen. And still, there is no swarm cell. So. Hive is growing very well. I'm glad for that. In 2 weeks, it's going to be absolutely huge. And now, I made my inspection. I'm just going to put this frame right back in and have a look at the other box. I would have liked to be able to multiply my hives, but I'll have to wait until next year, hoping that at least one of them survives. I want both, but at least one. And then I'll try and have double or triple this number next year. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking into the other hive now. Anyway, I'll just do my own little thing, and you can watch and enjoy the scenery with me if you want, or leave and do something else. But I gotta check this out. Alright, so there's that nothing here. We absolutely need. All damaged pole. Things not laying. Ooh. Okay, well the queen has not started coming to lay in the upper layer. Okay, my little inspection is finished. Now I have seen that the bees have done an amazing job of cleaning up all the dirt from the box I put on there just last week, I think. And now what they need is a nice honey flow. And there seems to be very little honey right now, so it would be good if I could feed them. Now I'm going to be looking into the other box right after I close this up. So I'll have to consider feeding them. I still have honey from last year's hives that died. They died because of varroa, so I can just feed them the honey. They'll be fine. There. All right. For sure, bees are very, very, very stimulated whenever they have a nice honey flow or when they're fed sugar. I don't like feeding them sugar, but it is better that it's better to feed them than to have them starve or that they not um, rebuild the combs properly for later. I'll have to bring them some food. And I will as soon as I'm done here. Now, second hive. Of course, I know alive where you see nothing is no fun, so I'm just gonna bring this out where you can see stuff, even though you can't see it just yet. So, same thing as my other hive. I've got to just have a look, make sure there's no swarm cells. And let's turn this a little bit. There. See what they've been up to. So the other hive is growing well. This one was bigger. It should be growing even better. Not that many bees. So I'll see what's going on. First things first, I separate the two hive bodies, and that'll tell me many things. Namely, if they've started storing honey. If it's heavy, it's kind of light. Kind of light, but I think heavier than the other one. So. Whew. So again, I'll have a look into the lower body first, where I can clearly see that most of the bees are. I'll remove the Thymovar too, because it's any varroa killing capacity it had is spent, I'm sure. Hopefully it reduced those pests enough, but if not, there isn't all that much I can do. Okay, that's done. Now to remove one of the frames. Always doing it on one of the sides is best, because normally there's less chance the queen will be on it, and the first frame removal is always has more chances of inadvertently injuring the queen. If the queen gets injured, she's got to be replaced. And why am I having so much trouble picking up this frame? All right. Let's have a look at what's going on here. I see a male bee. Ah. Huh. Well, they've got some capped honey in here, which is good. All right. No queen and no eggs. Pas trop long, mes petites. Pas trop long. Mais il faut qu'il fasse cette inspection. Ah. Hmm. Not seeing any eggs in here either. So, it's not necessarily odd, but I prefer to see a nice brood. This is older brood, so even laying 2,000 eggs a day, a queen cannot keep all the cells full. Damn that propolis. So sticky. This is very light, so it was obviously mostly brood, and it's kind of empty. It's really empty. Okay, so I see no signs of swarm cells, but I see no sign of a thriving queen either. She may have gone to the upper chambers. They usually love those. But if I don't see any eggs in the next, I don't know. I mean, there's no queen cells either, you know. So, I don't know. Still no eggs. No eggs, no queen cells. There's some young larvae in here. So the queen was laying recently, but still not seeing her. I'm removing one last frame, and then I'll close it up. Disturbance is best kept to a minimum. Still I don't see the queen. And still I don't see eggs. Perhaps she went into the upper chamber. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on with this hive. Damn it. I'm having trouble getting this back in. The little bee had one of her legs stuck. I freed her. Okay. Now pushing all this back in. Man, these frames are tight. Really, really tight. Whew. All right. I'll just close this up. and have a look at the upper the upper box. And I'll be disappointed if I don't see a queen. Like, what happened to her? So I don't think they swarmed, but I know they did not, actually. Anyway, all right. So, probably won't be much to see, but I'll try to keep you in the loop. Okay, so if the queen is anywhere, it'll be right in these two frames here where I see all the bees that came up, or almost. Hopefully the queen is in there and laying like crazy. I doubt it, but it's my hope. So they cleaned up this broken frame. That's good, that's good. It's completely empty, which is too bad. Like I said, I have to feed them something because not enough flowers around here. This is a good cleanup. Well, they do have a little bit of a honey flow, but yeah, from what I've seen, they need some serious honey. They need a lot of food. Well, they're starting to put their stores in the upper part. Now, to see if the queen is out here, because I saw nothing in there. I mean, there was some young larvae, but no eggs. I didn't look into every frame, because that takes a lot of time, but so many bees, there should be brood. Is there brood? Nope. No brood. Man. And no brood here. Crap. Well, it looks like I'll just open up a few other frames. Not that I want to, but I have to know. I have to know because I could just open up the other box and like give them a frame of brood so they could raise a new queen if they don't have one anymore. Otherwise, this hive is like kind of seems to not have a queen anymore, and that's bad, very bad. I know you're irritated, but I have to know. I didn't want to be crushing bees, but always in the way. Crushing some of the whether I want to or not. Okay, this is their big honey store. They do have some. Fuck, man. Don't tell me my time of art killed it. Biggest hive. Some very. Maybe I. Ah, the queen is there. Okay. Okay. Well, the queen is in there, and it's fine. It's probably that the Varroa treatment was a bit rough on her or something. So she's there. She's laying, but barely. I hope she'll start again soon, because now I removed the thymovar. I'm putting this back together. And I'll bring them some food. Just don't. All right. Well, that's taking care of bees. It's not easy. I hope they'll be fine. I hope they'll thrive. Now I'm leaving them alone for a good 2 weeks before taking a look again. And I am going to bring them the leftover honey I had. They'll come and they'll eat it. It'll help them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Now it's time for me to end this live and wish you all a very nice weekend. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, and until next time, and I hope next time I make a live video or any video of my bees, they'll be doing better than they were today.